I confess, I've killed more fruit trees than I'd like to admit. But look at this mulberry tree. It's thriving. I'm so happy about it. And I want to share with you what I'm doing differently. And I hope I'm not going to be killing any more fruit trees in the future.
All I have needs, I have not provided.
This is the mulberry tree, and I'm going to try to put an image side by side to an earlier video that I took showing the mulberry tree. This is after it has fruited, and I've trimmed it back. And I mean, I trimmed it back severely. You see here, right here. I mean, I went in the middle and I cut all the middle out, and then I built a bed underneath it full of supplements, and by golly, it came out so much more green. Even though it produced a ton of berries, I still knew by the color of the leaves that it needed improvement. And I think you'll agree, it looks much healthier now. Over here is the orange tree that I did the same thing with. Look at all the new growth. One advantage of building up the bed like this is I'm hoping that it's going to help prevent the eggs from the fruit fly. Let's see, it's the greening, whatever it is that causes greening. So I'm hoping that this method is going to keep the eggs that fall down into the root system and destroy the orange tree. You see, I've got a couple of oranges here. I actually have 4. And I'm hoping it continues to grow and thrive. Look how beautiful dark green those leaves are becoming. New growth, light green, and then it turns dark green. Do you see this poor guava bush? I planted it 2 years ago, and it's really trying to survive. I hope it doesn't become another one of my statistics of another fruit tree that I killed. Since the method that I'm going to share with you has worked for my mulberry tree and also my orange tree, well, I'm going to share with you exactly what I'm doing. Now, I want to give credit to David the Good. He's the one that I learned this from, so you're welcome to go watch his video after you watch mine. So what I'm doing is basically from memory, from what David the Good has done. And I'm using materials that I have that closely resembles what he's done. So how do you know what supplements to give your plants? I do recommend that you have soil tests done. I have done soil tests in the past, and it has shown me what my soil is lacking. And it's not a one and done deal. This is sandy soil, and it just has to be renewed over and over and over again. And I bet it's the same way no matter where you live. I also observe the leaves. The leaves give me a good indication what's happening with the plant. My soil is naturally alkaline, and I water with very alkaline water. So that's a battle that I'm constantly fighting. And what I do to bring it back down to neutral is I add sulfur. And you might find that at your local box store. It's for hydrangeas to turn their flowers blue, I think. But it's sulfur pellets. So that's what you're going to look for, sulfur pellets, because they break down slowly. You can add powdered sulfur. I keep that around too, but I normally use that as a fungicide. So let's get started on the layers of building up a beautiful bed for this guava bush. This is sheep manure. And it's okay that it's not completely broken down. It will break down with time, and that's what I want, really. And I'm also going to spread some around in the perimeter. Next is my supplement. This is wood ash with sulfur pellets, bone meal, probably some superphosphate in there as well. Now this is mostly wood ash, so don't think I'm just destroying it with too much fertilizer. So that's the first layer. The next layer, cardboard. Yep, it's plain old cardboard. Just lay it around so you've got most of the area covered. The next step is really easy. You want to get this cardboard wet. And while this is being watered, I'm going to go do some other garden chores and I'll come back in about 20 minutes. Now that the cardboard is really good and soaking wet, the next layer is kitchen scraps. Every time you peel potatoes, make coffee, throw a little food out that's going to get spoiled. That wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to kind of go out a little at a time. So let's get that spread out. I've even got tomatoes in here that had gone bad. Bread, you name it. Tea bags. Okay, that's good enough. I also have some pea shells from shelling peas. My next layer is compost. It's not quite finished. The reason why I add that layer is because when you dig down into the compost, there's going to be earthworms. So that way I'm assured that there's going to be earthworms that will enjoy all these food scraps. Perhaps they will come on their own, but I just want to be sure. Give it a good head start. And finally, the top layer, big, deep layer of wood chips. So you want this layer of mulch, tree mulch, to be 3 to 4 inches deep. So the food scraps were for the worms to get working on, break it down. And the mulch is to help keep that moisture in. We want that cardboard to stay moist so it'll break down. And it all continues to feed the worms and the plant. So that chip drop had a lot of dirt mixed in with it, so I'm sure I'm going to have to replenish this, but I want it to be watered and rained on so that it'll wash that dirt down and help me see how much more I need to add to it. I suspect that a lot of this is going to deteriorate right away. It's the middle of summer here in Florida, and it's like it's on super steroids to break things down at this time of year. So thank you, David the Good, for this information. And please give me a green thumbs up. Subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, because if you don't, YouTube probably is not going to tell you when I make another video.